Josie and Josie's Fun Kitchen, and welcome to having a great time while you're cooking. So today what I'm going to make is, actually, let's name it. I'm going to call it shrimp and feta pasta. So what we're going to have here is, I have about a pound and a half of shrimp. I like large shrimp. I have a cup of finely chopped onions. I already chopped them up. We're supposed to use 1 clove of garlic. Again, garlic queen over here. I'm gonna make myself a little crown. I have about 3-4 cloves of garlic. 2 tablespoons, because I'm gonna use half and half here, of flat leaf parsley. I have half a cup of white wine. I like crushed red pepper. We're gonna have about a half a teaspoon of oregano leaves, basil. I'm gonna put some Parmesan Reggiano. 2 cans of 28-ounce cans of San Marzano Tomatoes. I'm boiling water over here, getting it heated up. Whoop. And, ooh, hot. Rigatoni. I'm heating this up with 6 tablespoons of olive oil. So as you can see, I'm gonna put all this together, and then I have my oven preheating to 450 degrees, and we're gonna put the product into the oven. So wait till you see how this comes out. It's delicious. Okay, so let's get started. Rigatoni. That right here, it's a pound of rigatoni. Again, if you don't want to use a pound, you can cut this in half. This is going to serve about, well, it depends on how big of an eater you are, 5 people, easily. With the salad on the side. So let's get these onions going. Yeah, and I thought this looked really pretty to put this in. Get ready for the... And I have my fan going. I'm going to saute this. Kosher salt, coarsely ground black pepper. Put that in there. You can use freshly ground black pepper. I find that it's very similar. When you're cooking, you can use it that way. It's faster. So let's get this going. I have this, I love this pot. This is kind of a sauce pot it's an all-clad copper core product, which, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of the all-clad copper core. And it'd be nice to get some nice pots and pans, but I have a lot of them. Oh, before I forget, please subscribe. Turn on the notification, that little bell, all my notifications, so that you know that when my videos are popping up. I'm trying to get, like I said, 1, maybe even 2 videos a week. Okay, I'm going to put the garlic in now. Get that going in there. It'll take about a minute. But again, back to, I really share the videos with your friends on your social media platform. I try to get it out there. I'm creeping with my subscriber count. So thank you to everyone who subscribes and watches my videos and actually tries the dishes. Okay, the garlic is soft. Let's get this wine in here. I'm gonna reduce the wine. I'm gonna cook this for about a minute.
Let's mix this up a little bit.
It smells really good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the tomatoes. We're gonna add oregano leaves, a teaspoon, and usually, here's what a teaspoon is. Right here. Take that, well, add a little bit more. Teaspoon of oregano leaves, teaspoon of basil. I'm putting in 2 pinches. If it's 2 teaspoons, it's okay, because we're cooking, remember. All right. Put in those tomatoes. Now, I'm turning down the heat because I don't want it to boil over, because I gotta get this pasta going. It's all in the timing. I put about this much, that looks like a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons into, or a palmful, into that water so that the pasta tastes like the ocean. When you're making the pasta, use any tubular pasta. Follow the instructions. Put it in boiling water, bring it back up to a boil, and if the package tells you to go 10 minutes, I would to al dente. You want to cook it to al dente. All right, so I'm gonna, oh my God. I'm gonna use this gadget. Oh, and you know what? Remember, I said half of the parsley goes in here. I'm gonna mix this in, and you want to crunch up these tomatoes. And bring it up to a boil and for about 4 or 5 minutes. And the sauce is gonna get thickened. You know what you can do, I just thought of this, is you can use an immersion blender and make this a creamy sauce. I kind of like chunks of tomatoes. You can smell how good these tomato sauce, or these, Pour that in there. And whoops, we're gonna put some, it's gonna be spicy, some hot pepper in there. Okay, see how nice and thick that got? Now we're gonna add the shrimp. Mix up this rigatoni. And the shrimp is room temperature. It should take a few minutes just to get this cooked until they're no longer pink. Okay, shrimp are in here. It's gonna take, I'd say, maybe 4 minutes. Pasta's cooking up. And my oven is preheated. My oven is preheated. You gotta have it preheated to 450 degrees. I have 8 ounces of feta cheese. I'm gonna leave a little bit for the end. Get a knife. For afterwards, and I actually still like to put some other pecorino romano cheese on it as well. That's an option. Okay, you can see the shrimp here. If the shrimp is a C, it means it's cooked. If it's an O, it's overcooked. So you can see this shrimp right here. Hold on, let me have you look at it. That's pretty well cooked. It is cooked. Not all the way through because it's gonna still go into the oven. So I'm gonna turn this off. I can put this down. Bring this over here. So I'm gonna put the rigatoni in here. And let's mix this in. Oh yeah. Now, I'm not putting all the rigatoni in here because I am not sure. I don't want too much rigatoni because I always like a little sauce left, which is, this looks good. And we're good to go. So, I take this. That's hot, and I usually burn myself, but I'm not burning myself now. And we're gonna pour it right in here. Get all that yum. Everything's off. Put it in a nice pan like this, whatever you have available. Remember, you can cut this recipe in half. I'm gonna have to think who I can invite over for some chow. Make sure everything's coated. Do that. Take your feta cheese, sprinkle it on top. This looks, you know, and this is just a pretty dish too. And because, here we go, take your fresh flat leaf parsley. Again, I always say, dishes should look pretty. I'm gonna add some pecorino romano. Oh yes. Put a little spin to this. As we always say in my language, ever go. Yum. In the oven, 15-20 minutes, or when everything starts bubbling, whichever comes sooner. I'm gonna get a little piece of shrimp. You can put more shrimp in there. I put a pound. Sometimes you can put a pound and a half. There's a piece of shrimp. Yep. Here we go. What's nice is you can just take some fresh parsley and just sprinkle it on there. Look, just gives it that nice bite. I have some rosé. You can pair this with rosé, red wine, or even white wine, in my opinion. So let's dig in. I'm going to take a little piece of the shrimp, grab a piece of the rigatoni. Remember, you can use any type of tubular pasta. It's good to have the little ridges down the side because it grabs the sauce. Let's see. You can see it's steaming. Okay, as I always say, let's see if it gets yum. Okay. Yum. All right. Here's a piece. Pieces that were on the top got a little crispy. The pasta, the rigatoni. So that's a really good piece. I like the fresh parsley on top. This is really good. It's nice and fresh. And believe it or not, it kind of tastes light. Delicious. It passes my yum test. I hope you make it. It's a really good dish. It's a great dish if you have a big family or if you're having a bunch of friends over. So remember, please subscribe, turn those notifications on, share, leave a comment. I'm always open to comments. Thanks again, and thanks for being in Josie's Fun Kitchen. I hope you had fun. Talk to you soon. Bye. Cheers.